This girl has flows for all occasions, and this one's no different, for a little bit of celebrating. So if you're feeling happy about something, got some positive energy to throw out there onto the mat, come and join me for a little bit of a move and groove around the mat to celebrate anything you would like. We're going to start seated today. So find an easy cross if you would like to sit yourself up on anything. A blanket, a cushion, anything that makes you feel a little more comfortable. One leg in front of the other. And for today, can you flip your palms so that the palms are facing up, roll the shoulders back, and then close down the eyes. And just take a couple of deep breaths to ground you, to bring you in. Maybe taking it in through the nose and breathing it out through the mouth. And by keeping our palms facing up, I like to think that we're encouraging energy in. We're asking for excitement, for energy, for something that you would like to come into the body. That little invitation. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Really send the crown of the head up towards the ceiling as you sit up tall. And then can you bring your hands together at heart center, pressing palms together, and bow your head down. So start to tuck your chin into your chest and bow your head so that maybe your forehead starts to come into the tips of your fingers. So really bowing that head, releasing the neck, rolling the shoulders back as you do this. And gently coming all the way back up, opening up the eyes. And we're going to reach the hands out to the side and reach them up. Really stretch it up. Take a huge big stretch. And then twist to the right. So sending right fingertips behind you, left hand to the right thigh. Take a twist, keep that length in the spine, keep that crown of the head tall as you roll that right shoulder back. And then keep that left hand where it is. Can you bring the right arm all the way over the top of the left? Tuck the chin into the chest and just make yourself a little cave here. So just finding this little stretch through the shoulders. And then reach the arms apart and reach them high. Stretch it up. Little twiddle of the fingers as you go up. And then twist it to the other side, to the left. Left fingertips behind you, right hand onto that left thigh. Find that twist, keeping that length through the spine. Deep breath in, maybe twisting on your breath out. And then keep this right hand connected. Bring the left arm all the way over the top of the right. Tuck your chin into your chest and just make this little pouch, this little cave. Bringing yourself into yourself. And then release the arms out wide. Can you draw them all the way back behind you? Clasp the hands, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest as you stretch out through the shoulders. And then release it off. And we're going to come over onto all fours. So knees underneath hips, hands stacked underneath your shoulders. And let's get moving. Get some more motion in the ocean. So spread your fingers and just find some little circles of the body. So sending the weight over the wrists, back towards the knees. Just starting to find some movement in your all fours position and then take it back the other way. Yeah. Kind of whatever speed feels good to you. If you've got a lot of energy and you're coming into this excited, bringing with you a lot, maybe a little bit more. Take it around the other way. Maybe it's a bit slower for you. Maybe you're working your way into it. And then come back into a neutral set here. As you inhale, can you rise your right arm high? Reach it all the way up. Maybe take a couple of little wrist circles one way and the other. creating this length through the chest, and then wrap this right arm all the way under left, bringing right shoulder and side of the head to the mat. So finding our thread the needle, can you press the weight over to the right foot and right hip? So even though you're twisting open to the left, you're bringing that weight in the lower body over to the right. And then maybe you reach this left arm up in celebration. Ta-da! It could wrap behind you as you roll your left shoulder back. Finding this opening. And then if that left hand is wound behind you, gently unravel it, press the hand down into the mat and use it as a lever as you press your right arm all the way back up. And then bring it down. So we're going to heat it up a bit. We're going to jump straight into it. Take your left foot back, toes on the floor, and just take a little stretch out through your left leg. Backwards and forwards, a little bit of movement, maybe some cricks and cracks through the ankle if you're anything like me. Pressing that heel back behind you. And then here we go. Are you ready? So this first option that I'm going to give you is the really spicy one. So see how you go. You're going to tuck your right toes. You're going to lift that left leg. So it's up above the floor, yeah, in line with the hip. And then maybe you lift that right knee and hover it off the floor. Now that's a lot. If it's too much, maybe you bring both knees to the floor, maybe you hover both. Yes. And then can you press yourself all the way up, either into your downward dog or lifting that left leg straight up into your three-legged dog. Yeah, spicy start, eh? Spicy start. Really stretch out through the palms, lift that left leg high. And then step the left foot between the hands, lower that right knee. Thank goodness we're back and grounded. And then you're going to reach your arms all the way up. But can you continue to circle them round? So take the arms back and round, maybe leaning forward slightly as you reach them forward. Taking them back, bringing them forward. Reaching them back, and then this time reach them forward, cross the thumbs and press the palms up in front of you, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Feel this energy, this spotlight on you as you take a big deep breath. And then release the hands down around this foot. We're going to lift that back knee. And can you travel yourself over to the right leg? We're going to bend into this right knee, straightening out that left leg. Keep that right heel connected to the ground, so you might be going deeper depending on what your body wants to do today. And can you just take almost a little dance, side to side? So bending through each of these thighs, straightening the other maybe. Just finding a little groove. If you are celebrating today, find some movement. Dance into it. Yes. Give all that connective tissue a little bit of a massage. Lovely. And then we're going to transport it back to the front of the mat. Right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm rises as we find a twist to the left. Moving all around the mat today. Take a beep, beep, a beep, a deep breath here. Beep, beep, beep. Really kind of lean that left hip, peel it back with you as you open up to the left. And then release that left hand down. Can you step this right foot all the way up to the top of the mat? Oh, and dangle here. Just take a breather, bend in the knees. Maybe dangling out your arms, releasing that head, tip all the way down to the mat. So releasing the tip of the head, looking back behind you instead of down at the ground beneath you. And then tuck your chin into your chest. And slowly wind yourself up. Oh, it got hot quite quickly. Reach the arms all the way up, stretch them high. And as you exhale, find a cactus shape. Bring the elbows wide, rise the chest. Inhale, lift the arms. Stretch them up. Exhale, find that cactus shape. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, find that cactus shape. Lovely. And then release the hands back behind you. Clasp them together once more. Roll your shoulders back. Lift the chest. Really reaching heart first today. Shining yourself up. It's almost like that confidence, isn't it? When we stand, like leading with our heart and upright, shoulders roll back. It's more of that confident stance. And then release the hands as you just fold it back down to find that dangle. Releasing yourself out. Nice. Now step back with your right foot, back with your left foot to your downward facing dog. And let's just find one little vinyasa flow. So coming over into your plank, pressing your knees down to the mat, elbows back behind you as you lower yourself down. And then peel yourself up into your cobra with your inhale, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, and then releasing it all the way back down. Nice. Now lift up to your knees, and we're just going to bring our hands back underneath our shoulders to find our all fours position once more. Now before we take it onto the other side, let's find a cat-cow here. So inhaling to lower the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, press into the hands as you press the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale to drop the belly, roll shoulders back. Exhale, press your spine up the other way. Yeah, one more time each way. Move with your breath. Trust yourself. And then bring it back through a neutral spine. Now on your next inhale, lift this left arm high, reach it up, feel that length between your right hand and your left hand. Maybe some little circles with the wrist one way, the other. And then feed this left arm all the way under your right. Lowering that shoulder to the mat, head to the mat. Pressing the weight over to the left-hand side of your hip, of your foot, of your leg. So your lower body, easing it over to the left as you reach to the right. Maybe reaching that right arm up for a little celebration. Maybe taking it back behind you, wrapping it behind you, rolling this right shoulder back wherever that right hand is. Taking a deep breath here. And then if it is raveled, unravel that right hand, guide it all the way back down to the ground, press through that right palm to lift your left arm high, big reach, and then place it back down. So, little bit of spice. If you wanted to go with both knees hovering, remember you can bring both knees to a hover. But first we're going to take that right leg back behind, press back through the heel, stretch out the leg, yes, tuck those left toes, lift that right foot in line with your hip, and then can you hover just that left knee? Yes, and then press yourself all the way up to your three-legged dog. Yes, if you were lifting both knees, then come and lift to that downward facing dog and lift your right leg. And then step it through between the hands. Lower that left knee. Back down. Feels much better. Now inhale, lift your arms up, reach them high. And take them all the way round, really opening up through the shoulders. Maybe a slight lean forward as you inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale to take them back. One more like this, lifting them high and reaching them back. And then the next time we lift and we stay there. Lifting, crossing thumbs, pressing palms forward, reaching the chest up, roll those shoulders back. Snuggling those upper arms kind of behind your ears or aiming in that direction. And then release your hands. Release them to the inside of this foot as we lift the back knee. And we find that little Skandasana dance to the back. Apologies for the view that you're getting. Bend into that left leg, right leg straightens, maybe toes lift. And just take it from side to side, finding a little groove for you. Just something that feels good. I mean, if you want to do anything with your arms, feel free. Just finding that movement in the legs. And then sweep it all the way back to the front. Ground that left hand. Reach that right arm high. Twisting to the right. Peel that right hip back with you. Opening it up. And then ground your right hand. Step all the way up to the top of the mat. Dangle here, release the legs, so find a bend in the knees. Release the tip of that head down towards the mat. Almost like you're using it to power yourself up to then lift. You're finding the energy from this space. Really allowing yourself to rest, to recoup, and then tucking the chin into the chest and rolling it up as you gather that energy once more. Reach the arms high. And then exhale to send the elbows wide, find a cactus shape. Inhale, hooray, rising your arms up in celebration. Exhale, bringing them out to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring them out. Yes. And then release the hands this time. Keep a little bend in the knees because we're going to lift the chest on an inhale and then keep your hands clasped as you exhale. Send the tip of the head down towards the mat. Release your arms overhead. If they do not feel good clasped like this, release them down. Take a deep breath here. And then drop your hands down to the floor. Step left and right foot back to downward facing dog. Really reach your bum high. Maybe pedal out through the feet. And then a little step or hop down to a seat. And can you try to place the other foot in front than you did at the beginning? So when we first sat here, you probably placed the more natural foot in front. Just taking the other one. Slightly less natural, I guess. And let's end where we began. But maybe now pressing the palms down into the thighs. So at the beginning, we opened those palms up, press them down as we ground into ourselves. We found some energy. We found all sorts of things from flowing around our mats. Now let's keep it in. Press your palms into your thighs, roll your shoulders back, maybe close down the eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then keeping the eyes closed, bring your hands together at heart center. And just bow your head once more, releasing the chin into the chest, bowing the forehead towards the fingers. As you release the neck, gently lift the head. Release the hands back down onto the thighs and flutter open your eyes. Go and have a wonderful day.